Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Don't waste my time, I'm untouchable.
It may not seem like it, but I actually do research before all of these Nissan insiders. And so I read 5 articles on you before we sat down. In every one, Fortnite is mentioned. Okay, now Fortnite is a game that everybody and their brother plays. My 10-year-old nephew loves Fortnite. Can you tell me what Fortnite is in 25 words or less?
Battle Royale shooting game, I would say. It was more of a, you can have 4 people, 3 people, 2 people, or play solo versus 100 people, and you just got to come out on top. So it's like a free-for-all laser tag, if that's a simple version of laser tag, playground type thing where you just go around finding people, killing them, getting your loot, and trying to come out on top.
Why do you love it so much?
It's a lot of competition. And with the technology today, you get to play online. I get to play with guys on other teams, guys that I grew up with. So the time that I don't have, or the time I don't get to see like my friends, whatever it may be, that's the time for us to connect and break free from the world and just be each other and be able to be ourselves.
All right, so let's talk some football now.
Right.
You are one of the best kick and punt returners in NCAA history.
That's crazy.
For your days at USC. With the Titans, though, you have chosen to only return punts. Why did you make the choice of punts over kickoffs?
I think it started in high school. When I was in California, the kickback or the touchback rule was if it went in the end zone, you couldn't take it out. And then I started falling in love with punt return more, so no matter what happened, I was able to get the ball in my hands. And got to college, it was the same way, just being able to be out there, seeing Devin Hester, Deion Sanders, Charles Woodson, guys like that changing the game. And it's one of the things that I took pride in doing.
And those are your idols as defensive backs too, aren't they?
Correct. So you got guys who can take the top off on the return game and then go over there on defense and do whatever they can. And when they have the ball in their hands, something amazing, you gotta hold your breath because you don't know if it's gonna go 60 or go for a touchdown or whatever it may be.
How far are you from bringing a punt back?
I think about last year when we had against Seattle. I took one back, but it got called back. But I'm all about staying patient, understanding that I can't force anything and can't rush anything. Every time a return is back there, their mindset is I'm gonna take it to the house. Although it doesn't happen all the time, but when it does happen, it's one of the things that come in bunches or whatever it may be. So I'm just waiting on the opportunity where there's no flags on the play, and I can just go out there and smile and be happy and celebrate with my teammates.
All right. Speaking of taking the top off, I read an article that you did, and you were asked who is the receiver who's the top guy in the NFL. You say it's Odell Beckham.
I like Odell, correct.
Are they going to play against him December 16th?
Just the type of guy he is, runs all the routes, and there's no knock to any other receivers that I've seen, but a guy that was similar, I would say, to my stature, my size, my height, and to be able to do the things that he's doing at a high level and competing and playing. I just like the way he comes out with the game. With the finesse, with the speed, the spin moves, whatever it may be, and just being the life, I would say, of everything. Just having a lot of fun and enjoying the moment and enjoying everything that the Lord has been blessing him with. So that's why I always said I liked his game, like watching him. I remember being recruited from LSU, seeing him, Tyrann Mathieu, Patrick Peterson. So already having that connection in that sense. So that's why I chose him as a top receiver for me.
What's the balance between having respect for him and then not being afraid of him or respecting him too much when you go to cover him in December? You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's always this thing. I remember a guy named D. Rue. He was our intern coach. He coached me at USC, and he would always say, like, don't even worry about that. They got to come see you too. And you had that mindset, like, even though he is a great player, even though it's a lot of great players in this league that you got to go against, understand they're probably going through the same situation. Like, okay, I got to prepare for this guy as well. So when you had that mindset, understanding you're getting prepared for somebody, but they got to see you coming. They got to go against you as well. And I think him telling me that, I think it was my sophomore year in college, and having that mindset going into it is not worrying about the hype around everything and the hype around the game. Just focus on your one-on-one battle and go out there competing. At the end of the day, they get paid to make plays as well too. So you just can't hang your head too high or too low.
Finally, in year 2, you're becoming a #1 caliber corner. Your stats are up. You're clearly a better player. Where does the improvement come from the most?
The guys in our room. I can give credit to Logan. I can give credit to Kevin to be able to go out there and help me and keep trying to develop me and get better as a player and a person. And Coach Vrabel always said, when you're out on the field, just communicate, talk, because you never know, it might help your brother next to you. Or do whatever you can. You might not make a play, but if you say something that can trigger something to help you out. So having Logan out there on the field, trying to say be aware for this or be aware for that, and then just being able to pick his brain, see how he operates, I feel like it's more like a rapper or an entertainer in a sense. You're being around so many influential people that you can take bits and pieces, and at the end of the day, then you become a better person, a better player, so they can develop you, and then it look like you've been doing it your whole life, but at the same time, you give credit to them.